Hello, everyone. We're at the Westway Minute with Dr. Kelley Neuhold. I'm Brett Curry, District Sales Manager for Westway. Well, we've been talking about bulls and what do we do with them this time of year, right? I mean, most of them are kicked out. They're just relaxing in your bull pasture or your bull pens, but we can't forget about them. We've got to keep them in shape, and so Dr. Neuhold, talk to us a little bit about what we need to do with the bulls, how important it is to make sure that we keep these bulls in good condition, and that the process starts before turnout, right? There's a time frame in there where we need to make sure that these bulls are being taken care of. So walk through that with us a little bit and tell us what your thoughts are.
No, you're exactly right, Brett. The important thing to remember is bulls really make up 2.5 to 5% of a cow herd, right? But we can't forget they make up 50% of the reproductive equation. Those bulls are just as important as those cows. And so I think when we're managing those bulls in the off season, it's good, especially if we have a big bull battery, or if we're managing 3 or 4 bulls. We want to keep the young bulls, anything less than 3 years old, by itself, right? Or together in a group of those younger bulls. And then we have the older bulls, anything over 3 years old. Because those bulls, once they're over 3 years old, mature bulls have a very low maintenance energy requirement. It's very similar to what we would consider a cow in their second trimester not lactating, right? So very low energy, fairly low protein, right? So turning them out on stalks or turning them out on some dry grass, stockpiled grass, and just giving them a little liquid supplement with a little protein, a little vitamins and minerals should take care of those bulls and maintain their body condition and maybe get them up to the appropriate body condition, which the appropriate body condition for a mature bull is going to be similar to what we want for a mature cow, right? On those mature cows, we want them 5 to 6.5 body condition score. And with those mature bulls, that's where we want them as well. We don't want them too fat. We don't want them too thin going into breeding season. Now, those younger bulls, like I said, we're going to manage them a little different. They're going to still have a growth requirement. And I think some of the trouble we have with younger bulls, anything under 3 years old, is the same thing we have with those younger cows. We want them to work and we expect them to do their job, but we forget they still have that growth requirement. And so we want to manage those younger bulls like we're going to manage those younger cows, to a little bit higher body condition score, right? If we're managing those younger cows to a 5.5 to a 6.5 body condition score, we want to manage those younger bulls there too. And so to get there, we're probably going to have a little better forage or a little more supplementation to those bulls this time of year to maintain that higher body condition score. We also have to keep in mind that those bulls take about 60 days for spermatogenesis to take place. So if a bull has an insult to his testicles, or he gets sick or whatever, it's going to be 60 days before he's producing high quality semen again. And so if we're talking about semen testing bulls, we're going to want to semen test them 90 to 100 days before turnout, so that we can check those bulls, make sure that the semen quality is good. And if we have some with marginal or low semen quality, we have enough time to retest them so that we can buy more bulls and get bulls that are going to cover that cow herd. Another important thing we want to keep in mind are 2 real crucial minerals to spermatogenesis. We want to keep in mind zinc and selenium. And I think there's a growing body of evidence out there that would say we're probably underfeeding zinc, not only to bulls, but to maybe all classes of livestock. I know the University of Iowa and the University of Nebraska have done some research, and there's some out of Arkansas that would suggest, maybe 40 parts per million to 50 parts per million is where we need to have our bulls and cows to get the most out of that animal. And so I think a lot of today's supplements are formulated to have a 30 parts per million for that cow or bull. But maybe either putting out two supplements, like a liquid supplement that has some zinc in it, or and a dry supplement, or if you've got enough animals out there, go buy a custom supplement and have them add a little zinc to it to make sure that we're getting that 40 to 50 parts per million. The other thing we can do is I think it was some research out of the University of Arkansas that showed that feeding organic zinc also got us a good bump in spermatogenesis. So finding a high quality mineral to feed to those bulls, starting 100 days before breeding season can really do a lot to get us in the best shape we can going into breeding season.
Yeah, great information, Kelley. I think it's, definitely valuable to understand that, just like your cow, we got to keep those bulls in good body condition score, take care of them 365 days. So appreciate that information. Hope you guys enjoyed the Westway Minute with Dr. Neuhold. And if there's any topics out there that you want to know about or want to learn more about, let us know. We'd love to have that information so that we can provide you with what your needs are. Appreciate your time.
Brett.